around here. Maybe that'll work.
Hello,
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hey,
Yes,
back.
welcome. I'm Dave. I'm your masked father, and that's your purple mom.
Oh,
And you will do as we say under this spaceship roof.
I mean, technically, Snow did implant the AI cortex back into Havoc's head, and she woke up. So
That's true. Yeah.
Snow is Havoc's mom
You
now.
have a new mom now, Havoc. Wait, would you be mom or God?
I mean, that
You
would probably
brought
be the
them back
one.
to life.
I think that would be more mom than God, because God would be putting them back together and making them ready to be brought back to life.
I guess. Depends on the God. Hello.
That would
going
depend on the God.
Who dares enter my realm?
I need to turn on my
It's Joe.
surface.
Is Joe.
Hello.
It is turned
1,
on.
2,
Hi.
3. How does the lighting look for everybody now?
It's still a black square.
The black square.
Let me reload and see if anything changes.
Yeah, real quick.
Thanks. For me, I can only see as far as Toner's figure and a couple of spaces down from there.
Okay, it's still a black square.
When I move in, I see stuff,
I don't even see the icons.
Oh yeah,
but
It's just a
it
black
doesn't. It,
square.
it also looks like your wall is.
yeah. It actually seems to work really well for me right now.
Oh, now it's all there.
Yeah, I just took it off. If I can't get everyone on the same page, it means
I can't
need to
even
try.
control my thing.
You can't?
Nah, I can't move them.
Alright,
You
quick
log in with a
second.
different username.
Aw.
Delete and put a new one in then.
Oh, hey, I didn't know you could put up, like, barriers that people can't walk through. That's neat.
She liked my diamonds and my pearls. I said thank you. I'm convicted of armed robbery.
That is neat. I didn't know that either.
How about now?
Nope, can't move them.
All right. Have you tried seeing if your mouse is broken?
Well, you know what? It's making little blue squares. So I think it's recognizing I am clicking.
Okay.
Or it could be the blue square virus, just like the red ring of death, but for mouses. There we go, now I can move them.
There you go. I don't know why that bug happened, but okay.
Bugs do happen.
Oh, no internet. Okay.
Oof.
Get bugged. Let me go grab my mouse.
That would make things easier.
What do you mean no connections are available?
Wait.
We need
you're,
additional pylons.
You're definitely connected to the internet because you're talking to us.
Yeah.
Well,
Must
no,
construct
I'm on
additional
my phone.
pylons.
Construct
I'm on my
additional
phone.
pylons.
I'm on my phone.
Oh.
Construct
Oh.
additional pylons.
Okay,
I have
everybody.
problems on Discord
right?
for mobile. Discord mobile kind of blows.
It's true. Especially if you have your computer on and it's got Discord on there. Then it's like all weird and doesn't alert you to nothing.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, if I don't get this sorted out, I guess I'm not playing Starfinder today.
Do you not have like a laptop to use?
No, the
Oh.
Surface is all I have.
I don't think
Oh.
Roll20 works on mobile, does it?
I mean,
I've never
were you
tried.
using that last time?
No,
Or were you using last time?
I was using the Surface.
So that's what you're using, right? Or are you using your
Yeah.
phone? Okay, no.
I
I'm just because okay, you're good.
I was using my phone to talk to y'all, and I was using my Surface to use Roll20 because that way my computer doesn't heat up that bad.
Okay.
When my laptop broke a while, like years ago, one thing I did was I used the web browser on the PS4 to do Roll20 through that,
Oh my god.
and then
I'm
use
sorry.
Discord on my phone to chat, to use the voice chat while I
Something tells
used
me.
while I did Roll20 with my PS4 controller on the TV.
Something tells me that would not be easy.
It
So
was
sorry to go through
not.
that.
It was very
Well,
janky.
I have a keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah, just plug those into your phone. You're fine.
I must admit, I'm impressed.
Let's see if it works.
You
I
can
just-
do it.
I just have to just have to rearrange everything because I usually have to move my keyboard out of the way. I have to plug in my mouse. I have to move my.
And we get the stimulating play-by-play.
Oh shit, there she go.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
Okay. Let's see.
I love it.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! Ah!
Oh, he got the chair.
I need to watch Dodgeball again. It's been way too long. God.
It really has.
Holy shit. I can't even remember lines anymore. Wow. Fuck.
All I remember is that there is a much shorter person with a mustache. And like always spoken in like broken Spanish.
Yes.
Wait, no.
What?
I want to use my keyboard and mouse.
Oh,
Why
I
do
thought
I
you were.
have to use my Xbox controller?
Okay, who wants me to stream Dodgeball in Discord? I'm about it right now.
I
If
will
you don't
not
think it'll-
watch, but if you want to do it, go for it.
Yeah,
If
I
you don't
probably
think it'll
won't end
detract
up
from the
watching it because I'm
Alright.
gonna be focusing more on the game.
I've got a lot of debt on the line.
Maybe another time.
Maybe another time.
After party.
If some of us didn't have to go to work the next day, yes.
I gotta do my homework after this.
You got homework?
I started a tech class today, so I was supposedly gonna be late, but they ended the first session early.
Oh, when you said that, I thought you were the one doing the tech class.
I probably could, but not until after this.
Okay.
This guy's just reading off PowerPoint right now.
It's like the first day of every class.
Mm-hmm.
So does everyone have a grasp of everything that happened last session?
Yep.
I guess we kind of had a week to come up with different battle plans or things of that nature moving forward.
Yeah, it's called actually have Snow in the party for anything that happens.
Mine is start looking up bounties that are worth at least $150,000.
Mine is wondering why I didn't just fight everything.
Hey, I offered to fight
I know.
you right
oh,
there.
you absolutely did.
That offer still stands.
That's true. We could do it. I won't hit you, and you'll definitely hit me. Well, no, my armor's still good, but you'll have a lot better of a chance of hitting me.
I'm sitting at 30-33 right now.
And he could still punch you well outside of your range to punch him.
That's true. 30-28, but I only have a 10 to my melee.
I still think they have to rule change that. There's no way it should say in the book you add your reach to your armor's reach. Like, it's crazy.
That is crazy. But I ain't gonna complain.
It was like I wouldn't have believed it if it doesn't literally say to do that.
Mm.
Well, doesn't it also work that way in 5e? Like if you're on a horse and then you're wielding like a pole arm on top of that.
I mean, you have reach, but you don't have reach. You don't have double reach, triple reach.
That
Yeah, but like when you're on a horse, your hitbox is a large, right, instead of a small or instead of a medium. So then doesn't that then also stack with like the pole arm?
I know it does for Bugbear, specifically Bugbear. I don't know about horse, but it stands to reason that it does.
So it doesn't support mouse and keyboard on Microsoft. Stupid. Uh,
All right. So I'm not gonna do a time limit thing. I haven't found a way to do it on Roll20. I won't lie, I didn't actually put in the time to look it up with current events going
Do you
on.
want a really easy way to do it, Brandon?
I'm not worried
Okay,
about it.
I have an idea, but
I want to see what plans everyone comes with, and just know that in game it'll affect time if an attempt is tried and doesn't work.
there you go.
So I'm gonna leave it just as that. So you can make several attempts, but like this attempt lost you this much amount of time. The show's gonna start in 45 minutes.
Oh, so the timer is still counting down for that, or?
It's just not an active timer, right?
There's no active timer, but like let's say this first attempt is just going to be Havoc trying to navigate through the rest of this tunnel, and I'm explaining it as Havoc can't see like what's ahead. If Havoc happens to get caught out in this like stealthish approach, I'm gonna say you're caught by the guard, and the guard escorts you to the front. 5 minutes or 10 minutes has passed. So if another attempt wants to be taken, you guys can like plan accordingly, guys and gals.
Ugh,
all
we
right.
gotta make a bigger distraction.
So,
Or
for this,
wait until Snow gets there and fixes things.
I was
We can
actually
do
gonna.
both.
If you decide to wait till Snow gets there, it's gonna cause the group as a whole 5 minutes for Snow to arrive. So, if you want to take actions before Snow gets there, feel free. But if you want to wait it out, it's going to be a 5 minute time difference.
And what are our current machinations? What are we in the middle of right now?
You mean with like what's ahead of you, like getting the
Like, who is currently doing what at the moment? I know we all tried some things before we ended.
picking up.
Kalani's being a Karen. We're just there. The toner, I don't think was doing anything. And Havoc snuck past and is currently invisible.
What do you mean
And-
log in? I just logged in. Oh my god, this thing's
What?
stupid.
Okay.
And Snow's on the way. So currently our only real distraction is the Karen. And Havoc trying to sneak in.
All right. I'm solid. I'm with the fighting idea. Let's fight.
Insert the song from Rise Against. Help is on the way with Snow coming.
It's playing lowly on everyone's commuted device.
Nice.
Let's go
Now I
back
definitely-
here.
Now I definitely
So-
want to fight.
Alright,
Okay.
get back here. Let's come back here. That way they have to come to us.
Wait, I don't
Yeah,
need to
speaking
move. I
of,
can still reach you.
That's true.
Kalani,
You
are
big
you
son
coming
of a
today?
bitch.
Wait, I can still reach you. It's so
Okay.
weird, dude.
I don't know what this is doing. Okay, yes, please let me launch Starfinder. It's just sending me back to the login screen.
Every time you log in?
Every time I log in and then when I select Starfinder.
You might be blocking pop-ups. Disable pop-up blockers. Microsoft Surface uses Edge or Internet Explorer, right? It's usually automatically enabled.
Security.
Edge is dead. Long live Chrome.
Block pop-ups? Okay.
Yeah,
Turn
uncheck
off.
that, and then refresh the page and log in. See, I'm already good at iTech.
There you go. I can't
As
get
I
into the
say it,
class.
it
Just
still doesn't
disable
work.
the pop-up blocker.
We dude teacher made a good point tonight. He was like, more than 90% of people who are going to call in and actually ask for help. So most of the time, it's going to be child's play to actually solve.
Are you sure you turned it on and off?
Right. Did you blow in it?
Is it like one of those old NES cartridges?
Right. I'm gonna need you to unplug the power, wait 30 seconds, and plug it back in.
Plug it back in. But the lights will turn off.
85% of the time, it works every time.
Oh, nope. Sent me straight to login.
All right, and you've played on this Surface before, right?
No, I'm using my Xbox right now.
Oh, Xbox.
Well, that would
Xbox
explain it.
doesn't have whatchamacallit. Oh, what is this? Not Java. What is this?
Flash?
Yeah. Is it? No, I don't think it's Flash actually.
Xbox is different.
A good question, but I don't think Xbox has whatever it is. Is it Flash?
That's why PlayStation is better.
I mean, it is this
Oh,
generation.
yeah,
but I don't know if you've heard about what's going on about next gen.
Yeah.
That's what's really gonna happen. You're gonna go to the guards and be like, "Yeah, I'm a PlayStation fan. What you get?"
Well, the thing is that like Xbox knows how bad it lost this gen, and now it's like literally head and shoulders of a PlayStation. PlayStation just delayed their virtual E3 again.
Oof.
I mean, PlayStation has also made the official announcement that they've pushed back the release of their system because of all the riots and protesting.
There you go.
I can't connect to any networks on my Surface, and Xbox is a fuck. So
You can't connect the networks on your Surface. Is there a Wi-Fi switch on the side somewhere on it? Like you might have accidentally turned off your Wi-Fi card.
no, there's no
Okay.
switch.
Okay. Some tablets have a Wi-Fi switch. You can't
Have you
find
restarted
any
it?
networks.
I assume you have, but
Can you make sure in settings, network and internet, your airplane mode is also off?
I don't know why it would be on.
Me either.
Where do I go for that?
I mean,
Settings?
if it's an
Network and
Apple,
internet.
if it's an Apple, it's very easy to accidentally turn on your
It's
Yeah.
a Surface Pro 3.
It's Microsoft. I just don't know if it's just as easy. That's why I asked about the switch thing. And yeah, settings, then network and internet, and then airplane mode.
No, not privacy network. It's just giving me an option to add a VPN connection.
No, you don't want a VPN. Okay, so you don't have an airplane mode option in your network and internet area. I might be looking at the wrong Surface. Wrong Surface. It's a Surface 4. What is it?
Surface Pro 3.
3.
Of course, just when I want to start getting into this, it starts fucking up.
That's why you work out
okay.
all the bugs by logging in
Do you-
beforehand.
Do you have in your network and internet, like through settings? Do you have a Wi-Fi option in there somewhere?
No, it's
What?
just the VPN.
What? So going to settings and then choosing network and internet, you literally only have one option in there?
I'll send you a picture.
Okay. I don't fuck with the Surface like that, but I know you're supposed to have more than one setting in there.
Airplane mode is off. Oh wait,
Okay,
I found it.
good.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then see
Airplane mode is
Wi-Fi.
off.
Okay, that's fine. Go. There should be a Wi-Fi option in there too. Make sure that's
is no-
on.
There is none.
Send me a picture of that. Wherever the airplane mode was, send me the picture of that menu screen. All right, that's just airplane mode. Go back one area. Like hit the back button next to network.
Yeah.
Now what menu options do you have?
PC and devices, accounts, OneDrive, search and apps, privacy, network, time and language, ease of access, update and recovery.
Okay, so in that connections menu, like the one above airplane mode, is there a switch to turn Wi-Fi off and on completely, like where above where normally your networks would appear?
Hold on.
Yep.
I'll take a picture.
Show me what's in connections. That makes it look like your Wi-Fi card's not working. Okay. Um. Mhm.
Should I take pictures, I guess, right before your turn and you'll see where everyone is? Would that be the alternative?
I don't know.
If I'm right, you don't even have a network thing in your start menu, do you? Like the little thing that shows you you're connected usually.
What do you mean?
Like you know how like next to the clock or on the same bar as the clock, you can usually see those little, I don't know, like
Bars? Yeah,
network symbols. You don't
it's
even have those anymore, right?
it's got a symbol of an Ethernet cable, a monitor, and an X.
Yeah, so that means it's only looking for. You restarted your tablet already? Yeah.
I have not.
Try it real quick. It might have your network software or card might have crashed. It might come back up once the restart.
Wow, did Roll20 really make my Surface shit itself?
Of all the
Mm.
websites.
Roll20 wouldn't cause a network crash. It could cause a CPU crash, but it couldn't. That would frick your whole thing. It wouldn't just take out the network card. Anything that could take out a network card would be like if you got DDoS or if you dropped your thing and the card came loose. Um,
Well, I didn't drop it when it happened,
okay,
so
heat could be an issue. That would
I mean,
heat could fry singular parts. Again, this is all just possible things. I'm not just but I don't think a website could crash a network card unless it was a DDoS, which
well
you would.
now I'm connected, so
There you
Oh,
go.
well, there we go.
Where's my job, Miles Technologies?
Get this man a card.
Let's hear it for the turn it off and turn it back on again approach.
Hey,
Woo!
what I
Tried
tell
and
you,
true, baby.
what I tell you. I was gonna tell him to blow in the USB. Tell you blow in the USB drive next. Like, who knows? Maybe there's some dust on the circuits.
You never know.
Right, right.
If you don't know, just blow.
Yo. All right, I know that's not in the party, but that's the quote of the night.
Oh god.
If there was a title to every game session we had.
We need to get into this concert. What does that have to do with the blowing?
Well, you know I'm live streaming, so I could actually put it as the episode name.
Oh no.
No.
I don't know if I want to be attached to that.
Now everyone knows that we blow.
I mean, was there a question?
Sometimes people wonder.
Is everybody up to par and good to go?
Nope.
Yeah, let me just be right back.
Still working on it, Mads?
Yeah, I'm logging back in. that was a big scare.
If a restart fixed it, it was most likely just a coding or software problem. Something didn't work right, didn't come up right. An update might have failed on auto install, something like that.
Okay. So
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my sister just came in and she got me a bunch of Pride stuff because I talked about how I'm sad that I couldn't celebrate Pride. Oh, I
Aw.
love my sister. She's so good.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, she got me like a Pride button-up shirt. It's amazing. Oh my god. I'm
still
Nice.
sorry.
have
This is
that.
amazing.
I still have that shirt that says the first Pride was a riot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And,
This is awesome. I'm so.
I mean,
this is such a surprise. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
we could still keep an eye on Outfest, see if that is gonna happen.
I mean, we'll have to keep an eye on it, but we'll have to see how everything plays out. But oh my god, I can't believe her. She's amazing.
Because that's not gonna be until like August or September.
Yeah, if that's gonna happen, I'm definitely wearing this shirt.
Yes, by all
Oh
means.
my god, this is awesome.
She's gonna hit stage 2 mid-June, so things could happen after.
After this, I need to go talk to her because that's so sweet of her. Oh my god.
Way ahead of us in terms of reopening, if I remember correctly. I mean, before all the rioting, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I was planning to go into work today, and then the riots started happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I'm gonna keep an eye on it, see if things do change or not. Hopefully,
All you can do is wait and see.
thing is
This is crazy.
It is very crazy right now.
very much so. I'm actually really glad I was not in Camden today.
What are your guys' opinions on the non-peaceful protest?
Well, here's the thing. As far as I've been seeing, a lot of it is not even related to the people who are actually protesting, and most of them are white guys.
Most of them are actually white guys doing it.
Or
There's
kids
been
from like out of state, because that's what I heard about Trenton,
It's-
is that it was all people out of state doing
It was-
starting like the fire at Walmart and stuff.
it was people out of state. It was a lot of people who didn't really have anything to do with the protest itself. And there's actually video proof of cops actually doing it as
Torching
well.
their own cars? Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Torching their cars as well as breaking into shops.
And as you can see, like most of the time, people are just kneeling, doing their own thing, just protesting, and then suddenly the cops push.
Yeah, usually
They're
whenever
the ones
it,
who instigate it.
usually when it does become really violent is because the cops actually instigated it.
They're fucking goons. All cops are bastards.
Yeah, I thought that like,
Like I follow a number of streamers and people like
but
that
then
that
I
are.
see I see like a lot of like activists saying like it's necessary.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much necessary because there's been all other kinds of protests that have gone completely unheeded, and I've been following a lot of other streamers that are basically staying on top of this the entire time. We're broadcasting these riots and protests before the news stations even started to.
And you don't
Yeah.
even need to go to streamers. Like literally, they're attacking the press.
Yeah.
People they are literally not supposed to be doing anything to.
Right.
And
Well-
I just don't like the targets of like
Well, the press has been shot at by police as well as the medical centers and
Yeah.
medical
people who weren't
people.
even a part of the protest. They've shot at people in their balconies in LA.
Yeah.
People were just watching.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like they are instigating
So the cops
every
are
single
so
person.
extra. Though I don't.
And then now like National Guard is getting involved in some places.
Yeah.
And there's that like one video like the National Guard going down the street telling people who are on their own porch on their property to get inside, and once they didn't do it the first time, they all lined up and said light them up.
Wow, that's
Like
crazy.
you're kidding me?
Heard about that too.
Like none of this is okay. And the more they do it, the worse it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one awful story about that woman who was shot in the face point blank with the rubber bullet, and now she's blind in her left eye for
Yeah.
life.
And just nothing is changing, and it's just getting worse and worse, but it's going to have to happen. Well, it doesn't have to happen. It would be very easy to just say, hey, yeah, you know what? If fucking cops fuck up, they should be under the same fucking rules as the rest of us.
But no, that won't happen. At least not until we force them to.
Yeah, because those with power seldom relinquish said power.
And even when other cops try and do the right thing by exposing them, they literally get fired and then sent away. They become a target themselves. So it instigates the cops who are actually wanting to change things to not do it so because they have their lives on the line.
Just the
That's-
position
that's-
they're in, there is no good cop. One that disagrees is seen as bad to them. So there's
Exactly. You're either with the cops or you're against them, even
All
if you
cops
are
are
a cop.
So yeah, that's generally our standing on the matter.
Yeah, no, I've been getting very angry as of late. Like at first, I was like, "All right, here we go again," but now I've been starting to get really pissed with everything I've been seeing.
That was actually when I messaged earlier. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really in the mood." I had a friend of mine's got tear gassed over in Philly. I
Mm.
just about it, and I was like
Jesus.
ecstatic and like I can't focus right now. I'm worried. So
Listen,
No, I mean, I
if you
get
can't,
ya.
if you can't focus and you want to call off this game, that's completely fine.
Honestly, yeah, I'm completely fine with that because we can just sit here and chat.
I'm good either way. If we continue to do the game, I'm literally focusing on the situation. Once the situation's over, I may stop. But I'm in a good state where I can get through this game or not. I enjoy having this moment with all of you every week, and it's not only a moment to catch up with you all as people, and like this is entertaining with us with our random shenanigans. But this weekend was a bit rough to take in for me, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
hearing today that a lot of a lot of like it wasn't really even looting today. It was peaceful, just signs and people walking, and that was what they got in return, which is really disheartening to me.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
because the police and the National Guard are just fucking goons.
Watched a person on my Facebook, like they said curfew's at 6 o'clock. I watched a person, he started his thing at 6, just walking down the streets of Philly. You're not seeing groups of people or anything. I already heard about the tear gas prior. He's just walking by, and cops just kind of waves them off. I'm like, I'm just getting upset looking at this and stuff. So it's just been a rough day, but I'm good for this. Like I'm set. I'm gonna try to include more humor this time around.
Yeah, humor is good. But yeah, the National Guard are just the military's rent-a-cops.
Yep. And listen, Brandon, if at any moment you don't feel like you're in a good space to keep doing this, we can stop right then and there.
I appreciate you all. I'm good for right now. Like
Yeah, no, but we care about your health more than anything.
that was one reason we actually had a late start. Not only when I said I was going across the street to get food, I got food. I came back and Trump had another speech, and I watched it all.
Oh,
with her.
good.
Right, I watched it all with her, and we was both a little infuriated with what we heard. That I needed that like room to vent. So it's just like, guys, I'm just taking a quick bite. I'm good now. Like she's taking a shower and stuff. I'm just here. She knows, I hang out with all of you. But we're good over here. We're just, this is the situation.
Yeah. So how about that blowing?
Are we good to have a game? Is everyone like okay?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Matt's your thing good now?
Yeah, it's all set. We're
All right,
good.
sweet. So we're good. All right, I'm gonna punch you in the balls.
The question is,
Can I reach? Can I hit the balls of a large creature?
so it's really weird. Like obviously I'm still person, maybe like a little bit bigger than a person, but
It sounds like it's a bigger target.
Sounds like.
I think that it's actually the stag suit's like really fat.
So it's just a
Joe
lot of
keeps
cushion.
cutting out for me.
He is cutting out a little bit.
Yeah,
It might be my internet.
It's been a couple of times like you will start to say something, and it cut mid word, and then we can't hear you.
It's not the best. I'm on the 3rd floor, so it happens.
Yeah.
I don't have extenders yet.
That's fine.
Do they
Just-
work?
Wired connection instead of wireless.
I've had them in my old house. They're I really just decided just to feed an Ethernet cable through the house to my computer, and now I have one of those ones that goes through the outlets.
That's what I mean by extenders. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, those ones. I thought you meant like a Wi-Fi extender. Like apparently they do the same thing, but they they basically become a new place for the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I have one of those ones that goes through the outlet, which I played Overwatch before I had it. Complete trash. Now everything runs perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Right.
what we
So-
gonna have to do for this fight?
With this session, just imagine you can't see the rest of the map that's in front of you.
We have no idea what's down those halls.
There's still
Whereas
stuff
I-
on my
I think
layer.
that light was working, or was it just maybe now that Connor's?
It wasn't working on everybody's thing. That's why Brandon took it off.
So
Connor was
there's,
having multiple problems. I thought giving him the character would solve it. Okay.
there's fog of war, there's advanced fog of war, and then there's dynamic lighting. And I thought I understood the difference between the three, but Joe, you was just like, oh yeah, I can see it when I move the piece light, but the walls are weird, where Connor was like, I don't see nothing. So it was just like, I'll just take it down and I'll work on a different map. Just because I kind of want to get the ball rolling with this and not have to keep adjusting on the fly.
Right.
But continuing from last game, to I guess kind of answer your question, Joe. Jubilee is on the way, getting the escort over to where all of you are, and getting the Iron Man suit equipped and ready, since that happened to be the theme. Havoc began to start going down the hallway and heard the footsteps of another member making their way down the pathway. Havoc stepped into the small alcove, and directly above Havoc's head was a security camera, which I'm pinging as this one.
Yep.
So it's technically on Havoc's space, but just at a higher elevation. And Havoc noticed that as the guard walked by the security camera, it was a surveillance camera, but as the guard walked by, it stopped its like surveillance pattern routine to track the guard moving from right to left. And that's kind of where we left off. The guard at this point is passing Havoc and is about to approach Kalani.
Where is she, by the way?
I sent her a direct message and she hasn't responded yet.
She might just not be home or something. You'll have to see.
So the guard is actually coming because they noticed that she is stalling and not really making an attempt. So I want to say that guard is just going to push Kalani over to the side and just try to keep Kalani to be less of a distraction. Since she's not here to play Kalani, I'm going to put both of them to the side and keep it that way until she returns. So he just continues to keep an eye and says, look, any matters that you have, you can talk to me about it. They are working on duty right now and they cannot be distracted by you. So yeah.
You've been distracted plenty.
So
All
at
right.
this point, I will let you either do it free form or we can go into an initiative form. I put the initiative counter on the side, but I want to leave it to the group to figure out.
I
I'm
mean,
down for initiative.
if
just
it
make
goes
easy.
if it goes to initiative, it'll take forever before I show up.
Yeah, it's true.
So as of right now, Havoc is the only one past the entrance. So I'm saying it is if Havoc gets caught, it's going to be like a 5 or 10 minute time difference already, and Havoc is pushed up to the forward. Like whatever progress Havoc has made, Havoc will be like, look, this is what I saw this is what I saw, what I got a glimpse of for anyone else who tries to make an attempt in. But just know with every failed attempt, the security is going to get a little bit tougher. So we can do it not the initiative way and see how things go. But I was going to say it will take a little while for you to get there.
Yeah, because my thing is just like, this is a concert, and these are just regular security guards. It'd be kind of messed up if we just go in and just start murdering security guards just to get an autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really what we can do.
Yeah,
We need to come
because
back to
I just want
Aswan
to say, if
Station
that's
at
the
some
plan that
point.
people want to do, a toner will not be a part of it. 'Cause it's like,
No.
these guys are innocents. I'm not going to go and
Even-
murder a bunch of innocents just to get an autograph.
Even Snow
I'm
has
saying-
been advising against violent action against these guards.
When I said
Yeah.
fight, I just meant me and Joe fight to get the distraction of the guards. Like, we would only be going at each other.
Oh, I thought you meant like attack the guards. or
No,
something.
no. Like, he's a drunk, I'm a drunk, we're at a concert, and then things happened.
Oh, okay. I thought it was meant like, all right,
Hey,
like just,
Joe,
sort of just like cocking the shotgun and going shame and just
these guys.
charging in.
Excuse me while I go to the next building over and get my sniper rifle ready.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Yes, I thought I was holding shift. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to know for clarification, did I grab my weapon as I was passing by?
So with that situation, you weren't at the front. They said anyone that's coming in, you got to leave your weapons out here. We're gonna keep an eye over it.
Okay.
You didn't go past them. You went over to where a toner is and casted your spells. So I assume you still have your gear on you, but that
Okay.
that will also, if you do get caught, could make things worse.
Big no-nos.
Do not
Well,
get
I do have. It essentially pretty much just looks like a hockey puck right now. So,
That's fair.
Yeah, the
but
void quick draw
I
holster.
said I handed it over, and I didn't know if you wanted to retcon that.
Well, when you
If
left,
you-
you probably took it back.
Yoink.
It's up to Brandon.
If you didn't show any attempt to break in from what the guards can see, they would give it back. However, if you are caught and they confiscate your weapons, they may not be as nice to giving it back.
Well, I was just wondering because like I put it there, and then the fake ID happened, and then I said, "All right, I'm gonna go into the bushes, say I'm gonna take a leak, cast invisibility, and then just slide right past without specifying."
I'll say you have it on you, thanks to Lonnie also bringing up a distraction. He just kind of gave it to you and like, look, we got to deal with.
Okay.
We got a deal.
But that means they'll know what to look for if I get caught. All right. Since I fucking handed them my hockey puck like an idiot. Ugh. That's my bad. All right. So,
Alright.
who goes?
So do you want to go first? Because I feel like we should wait for Snow to get here before me and Joe go, just so that there can be something done while the distraction's happening.
All right.
Because the person
So-
that was going to do something is currently gone.
Yeah, they're currently not here. But they at least have one guard taken care of.
Okay, so I guess we wait the
Like 5 minutes, let Snow get here, and then tell her, hey, we're gonna fight.
All right.
Right. Havoc, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Where
You want to? Would you like to proceed to go
Advance.
forward, or will you continue to stay where?
Advance. Advance and get the intel.
It's up to
That's
you. Because my next question is, how long does your visibility last?
Let me see.
24 hours.
I think if it's like what's it called?
D&D.
I think if it's like 5th edition, it lasts for 10 minutes, but I'll check.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah, and in 5th edition, it's an hour. It's an
1
hour for
minute per
regular
level,
invisibility.
so 2 minutes. Oh boy.
You want to wait 5 minutes?
You
What?
should probably keep advancing as much as you can while we wait.
Yep.
Okay.
Just remember the point of no returns halfway through the time.
Wait, if it's 1 minute per level, shouldn't it be 9 then? Or
Oh yeah, you're level 9, right?
I think it's 1 minute per. What's it called? 1 minute per level of the spell cast.
I thought it was.
So that's another thing that's up to Brandon. It's either up because I'm only able to cast it at 2nd level, so.
Oh,
it's spell level.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like player level or spell level.
Quick look up on my end. Level. I'm gonna go with the level of the spell, just to add to the level of complexity of how hard this is going to be.
Okay.
Just to hurt you.
Because I hate you.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because we hate you.
You can always cast it again, right?
Alright. Yeah, I can always cast it again.
you just need to make sure you're in a good place that you're not being seen as you cast it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Spell requires your voice, right?
It's
Doesn't
touch.
say you had
Wait.
to be. It doesn't say you had to be loud.
Illusion, touch. 1 minute per level. What?
It's like a vampire turning into a bat. It just says a bat.
Oh, this is stupid. It has all the important information except for the components. What the fuck? Where is my Starfinder book?
Where is my super suit?
God, that's the only scene I remember.
Wait,
from
no.
Incredible.
It's Brendan. He's like, where are my books? I don't know what happened to your books. I gotta run the game. My dinner's gonna be ruined.
Ian is in danger. Oh my gosh.
My game is in danger. My dinner is in danger.
All right. I'm trying to juggle a million things at once. Hold on.
Welcome to Starfinder.
Kind of has touch for the sake of keeping things going. So the spell will last per minute of the spell level you cast it. However, you can use it with touch, so you won't need vocals. You're staking time with your spell size, and I think that's a good balance.
Okay.
That's good, yeah.
Right. How many times can I cast it?
Level spell.
4. Okay, so I can do this 3 more times. In theory. Alrighty, so now the fact of the matter is I'm gonna try to solid snake this shit.
I'm sure you want to
is
solid
kinda-
snake that shit, because then your ass cheeks will be clapping.
Oh god.
Otacon.
I mean, have you seen the sneaking suit?
Yeah.
Otacon, I need to fart. But they're all around me.
What the hell?
What do?
Silent
Just
but
do it
deadly.
and then blame someone else.
You must
You have to
silent but
cough.
deadly.
Cough. Just cough and cover it up with that.
We haven't even started this mission and it's already gone into utter chaos.
I did some googling, and it looks like that the level refers to caster level, not the spell slot level.
Pasted it in roll 20.
If
But it isn't.
that's the case, I'm gonna attach a. You need to be able to speak the spell to give that complexity in there.
I'm sure it's verbal anyway, so
That doesn't say how loud you have to be about it.
Hmm.
You could just be like, oh, they're all invisible.
alright.
So before you go any further, is everyone else choosing to wait?
Yes, currently we're waiting on Snow, unless Blake has another idea or wants to do something.
I don't have any plan. Toner can't even speak to anyone that's outside of the party at the moment without causing
That's
problems.
correct.
So
3 of us cannot talk to regular people
that we know of.
that we know of.
All right, Havoc, what's the move?
I'm gonna solid snake this shit by just sticking along the walls.
Now, are we talking about Solid Snake, or are we talking about that one Raiden level where he just did flips naked?
You know, as fun as the second one would be, I think I'm gonna go with the first one.
Alright.
The invisible naked rat flipping down the corridor.
Do dexterity checks.
Just doing Warframe bullet jumps. Moving at Mach 3.
All right, give me a stealth check. Give me a perception check. Whichever order.
Do I get a bonus from being invisible?
I mean, you should, probably.
You should.
Probably says so.
It doesn't say anything. It just says I'm imperceptible to the eye.
Well,
So I guess that just means that you cannot be seen at all.
yeah, that means that you cannot
Beyond,
be seen.
like, regular vision.
I do know there's this different spell.
There's a different spell?
It doesn't specify if you get like a bonus or advantage or anything.
Well, I mean, the way that it's saying, if it's that, it basically means by the regular eye, you cannot be seen at all.
Yeah,
But,
so...
like, say, infrared or something like that, maybe something. We'd have to figure that out.
Yeah, so unless you make a sound, a guard will not see you unless they have, like, any other kind of visual aid.
Right.
Alright, so just a straight stealth roll then?
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, not bad. So that's a 26.
Okay, and give me a perception check.
Wait, that is a 13, right? Yeah, so I got 13 plus 13. A perception check? 15.
Okay. Before I give any results, where would you like to move to? What's your speed?
What's my speed? Where does it say? Oh, 30. I'm going to stick to this side of the wall, and I'm going to move as far as I can while pretty much hugging the wall.
Say that last part one more time. I was slightly distracted talking to Des. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm basically gonna hug this wall while I walk along it to my full movement.
So I gotta switch. I'm on the wrong layer. So you're trying to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or are you trying to go in the alcove that's above you, or are you still trying to go forward?
I'll go in the alcove, yeah. Is it like a door or something, or is it just another alcove?
It's another alcove, from what you can see. So
Yeah.
before you get to this alcove, right on this space right here is a poster that's next to you that says, it's a promotional poster for the AM/PM concert with Ami and Yumi displayed on the front with like a rocker style display on the back. However, where their eyes are placed as you are walking past the poster, it looks like the eyes are looking at you as you go from the right to the left side of the poster. It looks like the eyes are just set on you.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. But you continue to walk past it, and once you step onto this space right here, within your line of vision, you spot another security camera that seems to almost be set on your location.
I'm sorry, what?
see another, I'm sorry, surveillance camera that like shifts from left to right, it happens to shift left and just stop.
Oh,
So again, your movement as of right now, 20 right here.
okay.
So which way would you like to go?
I'm gonna do a little test and move one square over and see if the camera follows me.
Over which way?
Over here.
Okay. Are you able to move your piece?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you can feel free to move it. I'll just like as a 1 by 1 square thing, I'll tell you what you see.
Okay.
The camera, the angle of the camera begins to shift in that direction.
Oh no! Did my invisibility wear off?
When you look at your character, you don't really see any part of you. Any belongings that you had seem to still be cloaked within the invisibility spell, and you don't see anything loose, like nothing off of like a belt clip or a backpack seems to be loose and shown.
So I'm still pretty much invisible.
Yeah.
That fucking camera has true sight.
Either it's
Ah!
that, it's either that it has lenses that can see you, or pressure plates.
Or it's thermal. Mm.
That's what I mean by lenses. It's got lots of things.
5, 10, 15.
Wait a minute! Ha ha ha! Oh, wait.
That's
Is
25
invisibility
feet.
concentration?
Is it listed as concentration?
It doesn't say.
'Cause I know
spell
with
and-
D&D
if the-
rules, it's unless it states that it is concentration, it is not.
Let me see. The spell ends if the target attacks any creature. For purposes of the spell, an attack includes any spell or harmful effect targeting a foe whose area of effect includes the foe. Actions directed at unattended objects don't break the spells. Spells that specifically affect allies but not foes are not attacked. For this purpose, even when they include foes in their area, causing harm indirectly is not an attack. Thus, an invisible being can open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, summon security forces, and have them attack, start a trash compactor with foes inside, remotely trigger traps, and so forth.
Some of those are
Very specific,
very specific.
Okay, so I can cast a spell if it's just to do something to an object
Yes.
without dropping invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Erase.
Oof. Can you inform me what the spell does?
Hold on 1 second. Erase.
Look it up also. I didn't know if you know off the top.
You really need to learn your spells, Mads.
I'm trying. Reputation instantaneous. Any written storage. Okay, magic writing. Wait, is this the right one? Oh, magic. Is it only text? Oh no. Removes
Oh.
writing. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
Damn.
Oh, I don't have a solution for this. Oh.
You know what that means? Just keep going.
Keep swimming. Just keep
Keep
swimming.
swimming.
Wait a minute. Oh, oh. Idea. All right. So we are going to do this. I'm going to, since I still have some movement, I'm going to move into that alcove and what's it called? Am I out of line of sight for the camera?
It appears so as you quote unquote solid snake that shit against the
Fuck.
wall. You
Hold
seem
on.
to be out of
Oh fuck. Oh, but would it work though? Because it's also in another illusion spell. Oh god.
We'll find out.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fortune
You know
also
what?
favors the living.
But are you truly living if you don't take risk?
All right. Let's
I'll
keep
do
going.
the whole
I'm
game at this point
invisible.
in time.
Okay.
I'll go to
give
my
me
phone.
give me another perception check before you move.
Nat 20. Oh boy.
Oh!
So directly where you're standing,
That's
as
still a 20. I don't have a bonus, so that's just a 20.
it's better than the 15.
Oof.
Okay. So yeah, directly placed in front of you, right here, there is what seems to be like a secret door that matches the same color as the other walls on this alcove. However, it seems to be locked.
Okay.
Knock.
Do I have it? No, I don't. Of course.
Well, you could use the spell.
I don't
Or
have
you
knock.
could just knock.
Or I could use force blast.
Up to you. I just want to tell you before you start making your movement. So with that, I'm going to move your piece. If you want to keep moving, continue where you are. If not, I'm going to move your piece. Okay.
What do we have? Do I
Why
have?
are you running?
What do these do? Oh, this is a very. Can I? Fuck. No, I cannot.
Some Captain America stuff right there.
No, I need a pizza. Pizza, the fuck? What you fuck? Watch, you egg stabs him.
Oh.
So. If I do that, they'll also see. I'm wasting time! Fuck! We're gonna. Fuck! Oh god!
What the fuck? Oh god.
Oh god. Oh.
Fuck! Oh!
What is happening? You know what meme has come randomly into my brain as of recently? Just that one, like, the guy who plays Legolas in the Lord of the Rings movies. He just, like, takes a shot and just says sluts and then runs away.
I'll help you with your decision. You hear a door opening. It sounds like it is very close. Let's put it here.
Grr.
Oh! Oh!
And shortly after, you hear the door slam shut and a key kind of turn in the doorknob. Yeah. You hear the key turning, and it says, "Oh, I guess I gotta find out what's this blip with the camera." He's gonna.
What the blip is? Okay, so he.
So it's
Okay, so I'm just showing up as some amorphous object. All right.
He thinks the camera's broken. Quick, get past him.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sneak. I'm gonna try to sneak past him.
just
Okay.
just put
Are
a
you
pin.
gonna be right where you're standing right now?
From right where I'm standing.
So, did you want to be in the alcove, or did you want to do it right where you were? I meant to ask you that.
Can I try to go over here and sneak past him?
Up to you.
I want to try to go over here and sneak past him.
Okay. Give me another stealth check. As you attempt to sneak past them, this guard in particular is wearing these white gloves with this like unique brown stitching, and it has mixtures of brown and red layered on top of it. And he kind of raises them forward, waving from right to left. It's like, oh, the thermal gloves are picking something up too.
Oh
Mm.
God! Oh no!
This is
I mean,
some
it makes
bullshit.
sense because it
I
makes
would
sense
see
because this
from the
probably
red side.
this has probably happened before. But God damn it!
I got an idea. Find a
Meddling
trash can and
kids
start a
trying to
fire.
get yourself. I'm sorry.
What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
Wait a minute. Do you have heat?
That is.
Like
That's a good
I
point.
know you're not undead or a corpse, but do you actually have like a heat
I
signature?
don't have body heat.
So you
Okay.
can't.
I'm just room temperature. Oh my God! He's right. Oh my God!
Damn, we got
I
to
didn't
retcon like
even know
5 minutes
that.
of shit right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
well,
sorry.
Oh
It
God!
just came to me just now. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I didn't think
You're not a
about
regular
that.
rat.
Okay.
I'm room temperature,
In that
but
case,
still, like, if
I
it's
will-
like a honest to goodness thermal thing, you could probably still see something moving around.
I'll retcon it like this. I'll say you spot the hallway, you spot the secret door that's placed directly in front of you, but the camera is glitching out, and someone may come out to surface it, but not right now.
Okay.
I'll leave them there. At the moment.
Okay.
Sorry,
Um,
didn't mean to completely retcon that.
No, but that's a good point because I
Yeah.
didn't think that
I,
far.
yeah, because I
All
don't know
of
that.
the- and all the things that I had planned for this whole situation, I didn't put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Easy.
Until
I
you like
forgot
took the
that I'm
thermal gloves, I'm
dead.
like, wait a minute.
I forgot that I'm already dead.
Yeah, technically you're not a corpse, but you're definitely not like alive.
Okay.
100%.
Continue forward then. We'll retcon
Well,
it. Time is not lost.
I'm technically a corpse in suspended animation.
All right, get moving, corpse in suspended animation.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
Okie dokie.
Here, I believe, because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so I can only move here. Boop.
Okay. He's taking his time. You see the camera is flickering like left, right. It is glitching a bit. There is, unknown to the player, there's someone messing with the computers, so the camera kind of stalls for a second, but it looks like at any moment it's going to start going back into a surveillance mode. Your time is limited right now, you feel.
Okay.
All right, that's them. I'm counting it as you for your initiative right now.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm still going. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
they just made their turn.
Yeah, everyone else is still waiting, so
All right. I'm gonna move my full movement down the hall. Actually, I can. Since I'm not taking any actions this turn, I can like go even further, right?
up to you. Your choice.
I'll do that since I don't want to hurt anybody. So, fuck. I'm just trying to get some autographs out here.
Let the rat have some autographs.
All right. So I'm going to use. I imagine there's a dash ability.
You could double move. It would be equivalent to the same.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that. So 5. 5.
So I'm gonna move you back a couple squares really quick.
Okay. Oh shit.
Or I'll do this. I'm gonna keep this space here. But I'm gonna say when you step onto this space, give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Do you want me to keep rolling on with regular dice, or do you want me to roll with what's it called?
I have a level of trust with everyone in this group. If you want to roll without the online roller, I'm okay with it. If you want to roll with it, I'm okay with it. I've seen the online roller give Joe like a billion ones. I've also been on that side of the fence too.
I mean,
so,
you've seen every time I use the online roller.
oh my
You got
god,
it. Sorry, I'm late.
I got a 2.
oh gosh.
I got a 2 on my perception. Kalani can hold on.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, guys.
I turned off Kalani on roll 20. All right. Oh, there's 2 of me. Huh.
Check 1, 2. Test. Just making sure I'm not echoing out.
No, that's because Kalani's also playing audio on roll 20.
I turned it off.
Okay.
Okay.
As you step onto this square right here, I'm going to count your movement as full, but immediately once you step onto this square, the cobblestone that is beneath your feet shift a bit as you step over it, and you happen to look down and you see your feet is slowly sinking a bit. With you not paying attention, have you seen the movie Home Alone?
Is there, Brandon, is a paint can gonna come down and smack me in the head?
If you want to call that icon in front of you a paint can, then
Are
yes.
you shitting me?
Reflex save.
Oh my god.
I was rolling hot. Oh!
Dong.
Bonk.
Oh! God,
Why would they
this is
set
what
up
didn't know
traps in
Kevin
the entrance
McAllister
of
is on
a
the security
concert
force.
hall?
Because you know
God,
a
that's,
shit ton of people have tried to sneak in.
That's
Kevin
a
Yeah,
McAllister
but that
was
just
specially
seems like
assigned to
a
this concert.
liability lawsuit in the making.
That's a 15.
Oh.
What did you get total? I'm sorry.
What was it?
What's your
What did
total?
you get total?
15!
Oh my gosh. All right. You step onto that, I will say, quote unquote, pressure plate. And as you look down and not directly in front of you, this paint can with blue paint swings like a pendulum directly into you.
Oh. Bunk.
Not only does it whoo, so I counted this as a trap, so I applied trap damage to it. It is a lot. I will tell
Oh
you that.
no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Brandon,
So-
please don't kill my baby with a paint can.
Not only are you hit for 56 points of damage,
Oh!
as the paint can collides onto you, you look down at your drenched body with this paint over your invisibility. At which point,
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back. My brother's got to power cycle the router.
Okay.
How does a paint can gather that much momentum?
I counted it as a
Oh.
trap at the level of the party.
So that means it would have
Oof.
been like the same trap as the electric door.
Exactly.
Oh.
My God!
Kevin McAllister stepping his fucking game up.
No, this is the R-rated Home Alone.
So not
This is
only
this is Home Alone by Quentin Tarantino.
God. I am now visible.
not only are you visible, but your square and these two squares now have blue paint all over it.
Fuck.
Surveillance camera behind you slowly rotates to your direction, and it looks to be locked on you. So at that point, if you want to say you finish your movement, I'll count it. If you don't, then good luck.
So you're saying I'll have a better chance at getting out of this if I just stay put?
I mean, that's up to you. You have blue paint over your invisibility, so now
I'll just say I'm part of the Blue Man group. Let's do this. All right.
Bluff.
no.
I came here to see my grandchildren, and I got attacked by a paint can.
So,
What's this bullshit? I'm part of the Blue Man group. We're supposed to do a crossover.
Are you gonna stand where you are?
Just stand there like a smacked ass. God damn it.
The individual, the guard that was looking through the camera monitor comes over to this door and opens and says, "What are you doing here?" Did I forget to hit shift? The guard opens the door, sees you in this paint. The paint can still like on a rope in front of you, and the paint spilled behind you, and says, "You're not supposed to be part of here."
What are you talking about? I'm the maintenance crew.
He's gonna grab around your arms and escort you towards the front.
No, wait, let me lie! Let me lie!
If you want to, go for it now.
Can I try bluffing?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if I should do dice or if I should do fucking... Fuck it. I love you. I don't love you. That's a 23. That's a 23. Yeah, these dice are going in gay baby jail.
I did my roll in front of you, so that way roll 20 gods could decide for you.
That was actually fairly close too.
I know.
Hurry, someone do a debuff or something.
He's gonna grab you around the
This
wrist
guy.
and escort you towards the front.
Oh, last ditch effort. Song of the Cosmos. Song of the Cosmos. Wait, I can't do that? Alright.
It's up to you. If we're counting this as you caught, I would say this would be that 5-minute point in time where the whole party is now on the map. So if you want to try to go further, it's up to you. But you're spotted. So any attempt you try to do, there's a guy that knows what you look like, and you're covered in paint.
Oh, I hate this.
Do what you gotta do.
It's
Up to you.
fuck. I'll save it. Fuck. Damn it.
All right. 5 minutes pass. This guard, while he's escorting you towards the front, once he passes where the other two guards are, which would be here.
No!
The one guard sees that he has you under control, and he's going to grab that disc and say, "Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this."
No!
And then they try to push you forward, and this guard's going to continue to walk back.
I'm gonna fling a bunch of paint on him.
Dare you attack that dying child?
I'm gonna fling it in his eyes!
The same guard that grabbed the disc from you is gonna be like, oh, look who look like they got pissed.
I'm gonna fling the paint in his eye. Pocket paint.
Pocket paint. Pocket sand.
I want to do that, Brandon. Let me do that, please.
That's fine.
Do
They
a ranged attack.
It's like any other person, they kind of raise a hand to make sure none of that paint would get onto their eye. But they don't try to do any fight or whatnot. They still have a job and they still need to make sure other people aren't trying to sneak in.
Damn it.
I love it. Trust me, I had fun putting that into here. Just like, oh, it's like a Home Alone situation.
God.
Something you never see in a like D&D dungeon.
I'm going to sue the pants off of all of you, and I'm gonna walk away.
All right. So at this point, Snow and Jubilee has joined the party. And I guess you will continue with whatever action you try to do. I'm going to say there's about 35 to 30 minutes, depending on how long you want to take to plan things out before the show.
I mean, as Snow's walking by Havoc, she's gonna ask her if she still has her ticket.
I never gave it to them. I waited for Kalani to give it to them. But unless it's in a pocket, it's probably covered in paint.
You wouldn't have had it out, so you probably would have had it in your pocket.
Yeah.
So, give me your ticket, a toner, if you could join me.
I make sure I wipe all the paint off my hand before you give off the ticket. Before I give you the ticket.
Do you want us to start fighting?
No, that shouldn't be necessary.
Well, now I'm just kind of wanting to do it. Look at this big lad.
Do what you want.
I want to fight. I'll take you on.
Just have a brawl of it.
All right, you know what? Havoc, get on my shoulders. If we do that, we might just be at his height.
Hell yeah! No, I want to fight you too.
Fucking go!
Oh my!
Fuck both of you. I'll beat the shit out of both of you.
So, a member of the Blue Man Group, a masked dog, and a giant are all gonna fight each other at a pop concert.
Just don't give her a butt knife.
Oh no! The special cards! Oh god.
And Snow's
I
going
wanna
to
fight. I want to fight.
Snow is going to approach the
Snow get in
guards.
first.
Yeah, Snow's going to approach the guards.
Toner going to be next to you.
Yeah, Toner's going to be following.
What's my role? Like, am I just bodyguard or?
If this works out, I'm going to need someone to join me in going in and be able to get the signatures.
But I can't talk.
Yeah, what you said.
I can't talk without people thinking I'm cursing them out.
Oh.
Well, then...
Wait, does anyone have like a face mask?
Hi.
I could be like, I have laryngitis.
Oh, that kind of face mask.
Just act like you're mute then. You know sign language, right?
Vescan sign language.
That'll have to work. Okay.
Oh my god, we're not doing it.
Oh my god.
Alright, go ahead. I am on the train. I'm ready.
Yeah, as Snow approaches, she's actually going to use Twitch or Jubilee as her voice box, essentially. So she has like more of the mechanical talk, just to be sure that she isn't like a Toner and Gunner.
Does it sound like Moonbase Alpha? Hello, I am John Madden.
No, it sounds like Hatsune
Oh
Miku.
God, I was thinking more of Black Lagoon, the cleaner.
I've only watched whatever episodes I watched of you.
Oh yeah, the crazy cleaner has like a voice modulator because her throat was slit, so it's like the
Okay.
very robotic voice.
I prefer Moonbase Alpha. Big noodles. Got
Mamma
to save
mia.
the moon.
Mamma mia.
But,
Papa Pia.
yeah.
Pia.
Baby got
Baby
the
got the
diarrhea.
diarrhea.
Alrighty.
But yeah, Snow's gonna approach the guards and say, "We got a report that there's a problem here."
Um, looks over. To the right of you is a toner, and even though Kalani has spoken at this point, seeing a Kalani to the left of you, and she's like, "What are you talking about? Our prom?"
I don't know. I was just sitting here by the Starfinder Society saying that someone was causing a ruckus, and I just wanted to sort things out.
You point towards Kalani, like, that one right there had a ruckus, bringing a counterfeit ticket over to her,
Can-
over to us. Able.
A counterfeit ticket? Can I see it?
And they having the counterfeit ticket on them, they just say, well, here, it's not going to get you in or anything.
I'm not looking to get in with it.
And they let you take a look at it, but they don't let you touch it.
Don't forget, Snow, I gave you mine.
You know that part of the code is smudged, right?
Takes a look over first. So let's do that roll. Takes a look. He's like, "Nah, you're probably just looking at my sweat over it, but we've already scanned it. This is incorrect. And why, if this is a problem, why does the code of that concern you?"
Look, I'm just trying to find out what's going on here. If a ticket is smudged and it's not reading right, it could still be a valid ticket. Just need to clean up the smudge and try again. Like, that's all I'm asking for.
The one that's talking to you, I'm gonna say it's the one with the green dot this time around. Right here. Is he's gonna pull out his comm unit and he's gonna say, "Bud, make your way over back here." The same guard that kicked out Havoc walks back over. And the first comment that they make immediately is like, "Look, you're tracking blue paint everywhere. Why don't you have that cleaned up?" He's like, I hate the service bots here. They suck." And like, anyway, we need rescan this ticket right here. If you have a moment. He's like, I mean, the show's about to start, so you think that's a good idea? Like, look, it's just to prove a point. Okay, you're the boss, and he continues
You're
going
the
back.
boss.
Gets right here, and you can just hear the sigh, like, this blue paint is such a mess. He goes to scan the ticket. Is there anything you want to do, I guess, at this point, or anything?
Is there any electronic system that I could see that could possibly link to the scanner?
That could link to the scanner. So I'm assuming you would have been told about the two surveillance, but other than that, no. Actually, I'm gonna have Havoc give me a perception check because the door right here is open, and technically, when this door was open, Havoc was standing there. I don't know if you can see it. This computer with the yellow.
Yep.
May or may not have been seen by Havoc, but because the guy came there and was just like, "What are you doing here?" I didn't give Havoc that opportunity to see it. So I'm gonna have Havoc do a perception check, and if so, your character would know that this is here.
That's an 18.
Yeah, I mean the computer's on, it's active, so you would know that it's technically it's right here. Um, is there any other computer system between here and there? None that you're aware of, and none that you're like.
Not even
Hey,
like a communicator on them.
the communists that they use the surveillance camera and feel there may be some other tech being used here, but you haven't seen it.
May I make a proposition?
Eyes back.
Welcome back.
Are you saying that in character?
No, not me. No, I'm just saying this is Connell, just out of character. Um,
Oh,
so
this is Connell.
everything's connected to that. Seemingly everything's connected to that main computer. So could we make an argument that if the camera was hacked, it could be sourced down to the computer that was holding on to that information and connected to the camera?
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to think as well. Is use a jump off point because my remote hack can't reach that room otherwise.
Exactly. So using the camera as like a back door, hacking into the computer through that access point.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you want to watchdogs that shit? All right.
Pretty
fuck
much.
yeah. That's
Watchdog
kind of
Good work.
that's kind of everything that Snow does.
I will not answer the question unless you choose to do it. Because if I answer the question, that is a like we make the attempt or we don't. Just
Yeah,
like your character.
I'm
As
going to
players,
try to
we
make
see
the I'm going to try to make the attempt. I'm going to bring up my my eye screen to show like various documents, like she's just kind of flipping through reports, and she's going to try to remote hack the camera to get into the computer.
you need to be within what range? 30 feet?
40 feet at this level.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So as you're doing that, give me I feel like it would be an engineering check, but your engineering and computers are the same.
Yeah, engineering computers is the same.
Okay, give me an engineering check. You just wirelessly trying to
That's a 33.
Ooh.
with a 33, you hack into the camera system, so you can kind of see through the perspective of the camera system. It does have although it's not like in a good condition, it does have a way to detect thermal heat. The camera that you can see through. When you route the source of the camera back to the computer, you are aware that there are a total of 5 cameras in this location, 2 of which you've already spotted. The other 2 happen to be looking, one of them happens to look starting from that point, looking down the hallway, the main hallway there. And the 4th one looks to be just looking at a black wall at the moment.
Good to know.
All 4 of the cameras are linked to that same exact computer. The computer, however, if you're trying to obtain more information, you're gonna have to you'll need to get closer. But you can I'll even put the cameras up where they are, so you know where they are. But you do know it'll register someone that is not unfamiliar with like a thermal reading.
But I don't have any other access to the computer itself, do I?
Mm-mm. The computer is the main hub. This is more of like an accessory. So trying to do any function to the computer, you can really only know like the program that runs all 4 of these security cameras. You can kind of see through them and maybe see down the hallway, but you won't be able to do functions on the computer without being close to it. Manipulating the program instead of manipulating the system of the computer.
Damn.
But still, very, very good attempt, and it's good to know you know where the cameras are. Wait, I did say there was 5. Let me do this.
Yeah, the fifth you were saying was looking at a blank wall.
Yeah.
Do parachutes exist in this world?
Oh,
I think people would probably use jump jets more than parachutes.
That's true. But I can't afford that.
Interesting.
Havoc is just steaming and like.
That is where.
Alright.
Make.
There's not a whole lot else I could do right now, so I'm just gonna keep looking through the reports and wait until he gets back.
Okay.
And we're on call for starting a fight.
Are you waiting for a signal?
Like I'm just sort of like watching how the situation goes, and Snow knows that we're ready to go make a distraction of a fight. So I'm waiting on her source signal to see if things are fucked over. We might as well just do this.
Yes, sir. This tickets are fake.
Alright. You're trying to scam these good people? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And she's gonna send a message to Kalani to tell the others now's a good time.
I am a god! and then she dick punches Gunner.
Well, I'm not like there by.
What the fuck? I'll punch you in the face.
I'm like there by you anyway, so.
It's the perfect level. No.
That's a 19 plus stand to punch you in the face.
Hold on.
Yeah, and when Snow tells Kalani to go, to like be like, oh, you're scamming them, get out of here. Atoner will also make sort of like a intimidating little like grunt, not actually speak, just sort of like, "Rrr," and just sort of like shove her.
That's a 10 to dick punch Gunner.
You know what? It doesn't hit. You're still too short. But the paint does get on my pants, and that's why I hit you with a 29. You got my
you pissed
blue.
you beat blue. How much damage do you do?
Well, this is non-lethal, and I have no and I've only got 2 strength. Joe, what is unarmed?
I think it's a straight up 1.
Is it just 1? I thought it like added the modifier or something.
Well, it adds your strength, but I think like for damage roll, I think it's just straight up 1.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
it's a 1
plus the
plus
modifier.
Yeah, 1 plus strength modifier.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah, Vesk is unique because they get 1d3, and then also they get a specialization that is 1.5 their character level instead of just their character level.
Okay, cool.
I have
So
no
I
more
punch
stamina points.
Havoc right into Joberon.
Ah!
I'm just still laughing at
You asked for this, Brendan. You put us in this position.
So while the fight is commencing, is Jubilee still hacked into the cameras at the moment?
Yeah, she'll hold on to that.
Okay. So while you're still hacked into the camera, the individual that walked back up to say that the counterfeit was fake, with the camera in the bottom left, you spot he goes up into the alcove, with the door that Havoc spotted. This whole time he's been tracking blue paint, and he opens this door and closes it behind him and stays there for just, at least initiative-wise, at least for this turn. After we see how things escalate, I'll further that. But our fight begins to brawl out. The guard here to the left that doesn't have begins to giggle and just says, "Oh, I love when we get a show before the show. This is great." And it's just like, who do you think is gonna win? That dude is bulky. Talking about Joe Baron.
Yo, Joe, how far can you throw someone?
Yeah, Snow's gonna say to the guards, the big guy has the advantage, but never count the small guys out either.
Ectoplasmic barrage 76. Ah!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Ah!
Joe,
He might.
Yeah.
how far can you throw a person?
How far? Oh God. Throwing rules. Throwing rules.
You might have to throw some of us at the guards to get their attention.
Okay.
Oh gosh, the bangs are going off like crazy
Okay, so do you want me to use throwing grenade
every
rules?
second.
Since I don't think there's a throwing creature rule.
I mean, if you throw Havoc, it'll probably count as a grenade with your current size.
With me, again, -2.
I am
As if
akin
you're
to a
using deadly
football in
aim.
your hands.
Page
Havoc
245.
is akin to a football in Joberon's hands.
I think most people are.
I'm not that tiny.
Hey Snow, should a toner go over
I meant
there
most
as
people
well
in
to
Jobron's
quote-unquote
hands.
break up the fight to help make even more of a distraction, or should he stick with you?
Stay.
Yeah, you guys stay. The three of us will do our best to make them leave. But we have to get them involved.
So realistically, I could probably throw him over 30 feet, but 30 feet would be the normal rules rule.
Okay. Is that cool with you, Brendan?
That's fair. 'Cause I see what you're going for. I think
So then
this
I
is
just
a-
need to throw in a weapon plus a base attack, blah, 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 plus strength mod.
How much
And
does
if
Havoc do?
How much damage does Havoc do
Six-
impacting the guard?
16 plus 12 is a 28 to target the grid that they're on.
Oh,
Do we count Joe as Groot this time around?
So we have Iron Man and Groot.
Perfect. It's amazing.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was chatting with somebody. Yeah, so I do it.
Throw the rat at the guard.
I don't.
So in the first time in Starfinder history, you taught Havoc grenade.
The Havoc grenade, I love it.
Havoc grenade! She's magical. She goes off like a wonder grenade.
I can go off like a wonder grenade. Force blast. No, I'm joking.
Nope.
I swear, Havoc, if you turn a toner into Barney,
You can
Now
just
that you mention
change
it.
like colors.
I just need
Immediately.
to know what square you going to throw Havoc at. I get throwing it closer towards the guard to, have the attention solely focused on it. I just want to know what square you're throwing it at the guard.
I mean, I have to target a grid intersection, so technically it's there. The way throwing rules work, I have to target the intersection on a grid.
Okay.
can't you if you're using a spear or something, you can throw at someone? Or I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I use grenade throwing rules. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
I
okay.
use grenade throwing.
I was
rules
just wondering
with
because if there was because I didn't know if grenades were the only throwing weapon. I assumed there would be something like a javelin or
it.
something.
There's a throwing infusion you can put on any weapon.
Yeah, there's a throwing infusion. There are more throwing style weapons like throwing stars.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are things for that. But grenades, yeah, it has to be kind of like a grid intersection because you land it by their feet, not hit them with it.
I think Joe needs to buy a throwing infusion for his pole arm.
Unfortunately, because it's a heavy weapon, I cannot put it on.
Can you at least get a calling?
I tried.
You needed a chain of returning.
Like a calling infusion on it. So you at least summon it back when you get an at one.
Yes, I can. I guess I didn't think it was that necessary, but now that you're saying that, I kind of.
How many times have you lost it?
Twice, I think now. And they
One
both
time when you're in a different dimension.
Back to back to sessions.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I'm upset that you can't get a throwing thing on it because I'm imagining the general class from the GBA Fire Emblem games. They were just giant dudes, and they had a spear they would chuck in people and then pull back with a chain.
All right. So what happens? They have a grenade.
You throw Havoc grenade.
I'm good.
at,
Can I
at your feet. Go ahead.
try to land on the guard's head?
That's the thing. I'm gonna have Joe do it as if it's an attack roll, just for the chance of a
I rolled a
one being
20.
like, oh, okay, all right.
Sorry,
It was
I
like,
said that way before anything. My bad.
wasn't a 1 or a 20 on the die, right?
No, it was a 16.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, easy peasy. Just the chance of like, super success, or like you aim for the guard and slightly to the left is Jubilee type deal.
Yeah.
But, okay. You throw it in direction of the guard, and as Havoc is kind of balled up like this grenade, the distance to the guard is real close. It's almost going directly to where like the guard's stomach is. You see Havoc extend arms and legs out as if Havoc is like ready to claw onto this guard or like grab onto this guard.
Nice.
And possibly, stop the momentum gliding into him. Whichever way.
I am a feral trash woman.
Give me one, Adam. He wasn't ready for it, so give me a. You know what? What's your KAC?
My KAC is 27.
He's gonna try to make a reflex save against your KAC plus 8, so 35, which is.
That's pretty much a trap.
I need to get a really high die roll to get that.
That's trap level DCs.
Yeah. All right, so he has to pass a 35.
Swear to God, if you roll an at 20, Brandon.
I'm doing the roll in front of you. No dice behind me or anything like that. This
It
is
don't
for the
matter
roll.
where it is. Okay.
Yeah!
He catches you mid-flight. Both of his hands. He had to drop the disc that he was holding of yours, and he just prepares both hands. As you do it, he grabs you by both of your arms, so you're just kind of like suspended in air in front of him. The impact, he did have to put his foot behind him because again he wasn't ready for it, but he stops your momentum and he has you grabbed. And even the guard that's next to him even looks like, damn, I'm impressed.
Now Joe, throw me.
Yeah, Snow's gonna take a step back with the flying rat, like, yeah, this is getting a little out of control.
Now throw me at the rat.
Fuck it.
You can't
I'm
catch
gonna
both
cast
of us.
Dazzling Flares right in his eyes.
Pocket sand.
I'm gonna pocket sand him,
paint.
Brandon.
Pocket
Pocket paint.
I go and grab the disc that he dropped. That was dropped.
Okay.
Motion.
I'm just gonna move your character closer towards them to pick. You're right there.
Yeah.
You said you have sand, Havoc?
Oh wait, never mind. What can I do? What can I do that won't hurt them too hard? Nothing. I'll either do nothing or kill them. So. Ooh, can I use psychokinetic hand to poke him in the eyes?
Before that, I want to see if there's anyone who hasn't, quote unquote, acted in the round. I want to see if there's anyone who hasn't acted, if they want to do something now.
Oh, I'm gonna be waiting until there's an opening. Since I have access to the cameras, I could manipulate them a bit.
Should I punch Havoc?
No, don't punch the rat.
Punch the rat! Do it!
That's what I'm saying, like, should I, to make it believable or whatever?
Do it! I have the power of God!
I mean, if Jobron is gonna throw, like, if Jobron is going to throw Gunner, then before he does that, you throw the rat back at them.
playing hot potato with Havoc. Wow. You can't
I'm
make
loving
me
it. I'm loving it.
Sort of grabs Havoc out of the guard's arms, just like snarls in her face, and then yeets her back at Gunner.
Now hurry,
I
hot
do-
potato me, Brandon or Joe.
I do it.
When a toner
Let's do
snarls
this.
in, when a toner snarls in Havoc's face, she just does like the
So feral.
The feral rat in
Yeah, you pry Havoc out of the guard's arms. Again, guard didn't even expect Havoc to come into his direction, so he just has him by the arms. You kind of pry him out. It's like, oh, at least someone here has common sense. His head's facing towards your direction, not really paying any attention towards Jobran and Gunner, which I'm assuming Gunner's just like, all right, I'm at the ready, and kind of like either jumps or like try to get his feet off the ground so Joe has a angle to throw with. Jobran.
Yeah, like I'm making it look like I punched him, realized my mistake, and then he tossed me.
32 to yeet.
32 to eat the rat.
That was almost a
God.
nat
You
20,
know,
by the way.
someone has
While
some
all
sense
this is
around.
going on-
The
while all
toner,
this is going on and the guards are distracted from the chaos, I'm gonna try and grab the disc and pocket it. That
You
he
do
dropped.
you pocket the disc with ease. There's so much going on that disc wasn't. That disc was taken because Havoc showed it as something, and then Havoc tried to sneak in. But now with everything going on, they're not paying attention to the disc. So you do that with ease.
Do Gunner and Havoc collide midair, like right here?
oh God,
I mean, if you roll low, probably.
chaos. This is what I live for.
Jobran, give me that roll.
Here it comes.
Yeet.
That's a 14 plus 12, 26.
They do not collide.
No.
Nice. Also,
We pass
I would
by
like to be
each
able to use
other.
my acrobatics to make sure I land on him so that he falls over, which shouldn't be very hard, being that I am a large wolf with full armor on.
So what are we running a fucking carnival out here?
I mean,
Are
that'll
you-
be a
are you gonna
27,
Are you gonna Deadpool him?
pretty much.
Are you gonna land on his face, crotch first?
No.
I wonder where everyone's priorities are right now in this moment of chaos. I'm gonna pocket this. Is your crotch gonna be in their face? Are they fly in the air?
It's very important. Okay.
You did.
Storytelling. This is all important details.
Oh,
Guard
my
catches
goodness.
Gunner. He just goes, "You fell for it, fool! Thunder cross split attack."
You fool.
Gas donors.
Today,
Ooh, y'all gonna kill me! Oh my God!
they are sad no more after today. Give
How's
me
it go?
that. Give me that check.
I mean, acrobatics, it's 27.
Okay. Yeah, you have heavy armor. You're coming directly at him. There's nothing he can do. He's trying to the best effort he can do against this fully armored individual being lodged at him. The result that he comes up with is I'm going to try to step out of the way, and you, as he attempts to do it, you like almost spear his legs.
Nice.
He is prone. You are prone.
And as soon as
Oh,
that
I love
happens
it.
and I come to a stop, I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" and I run over him to get back to Jobran.
So he's prone, and you are prone at this point. Once that happens.
Yeah, you're
And I
right.
like-
You're on top of them.
Snow's gonna.
Yeah, am I
yell.
prone now on top of him?
Yeah, I just separated the pieces just so we can see that they're still.
Yeah, Snow's going to say, "Holy shit!" Grab the guard next to her and say, "You should probably help him out."
Jump me, I'm gonna get him.
Oh,
I got that fluky and alcohol in my system. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Wait, where do I get thrown?
Get thrown back at Jobran.
Yeah, that's where I was aiming.
Yeah.
Hot potato.
So
Should I
This-
yeet Gunner as well?
No, leave me, because I actually put him on the ground.
So Gunner is prone on top of the other guard. The second guard, the one directly over Snow, is going to turn to his side and he's going to try to assist in getting Gunner off. The other guard that went into the room, since Jubilee and Snow are still hacked into the surveillance camera, he's gonna come back out, and he just seems to be cleaned up of all the blue paint that was on him. He takes a look and he says, "Wait, what's going on?" And he's
And
gonna
Snow's gonna be waving over to him. Is like, they need help out here. We need to stop this riot.
Also, for anyone who's going to try and
Oh.
get me off of him, I'm going to do some reflex saves.
I just learned something.
Mosh pit. What's that?
You could do non-lethal damage with a lethal weapon, but you take a -4 penalty to your attack roll.
Oh.
I think
That's
for
actually really
melee,
good to know.
I think for melee you can. For range, you actually have to have a weapon modifier.
Component, yeah.
Oh, I was just looking at the rules and it just says non-lethal damage with a weapon deals lethal damage. That's all it says. So I think you would like do that as like shooting someone in the leg.
Yeah, probably.
Oh well. We'll figure it out when it comes to it.
Yeah. But I was just thinking,
Alright.
like, man, I need a non-lethal weapon at some point. And I was like, no, wait, no, I can just smack someone with the flat of my sword.
But
Alright.
yeah, Snow's gonna try to get the third guard's attention and get them into trying to help break up this brawl.
Try and lead him over to Jobron.
I love it. Joe is just so over there, like football distance player wise, away from everything.
Rat
Like,
in
what?
one hand, fist in the other.
Bear hug both Gunner and the guard together and yeet them both.
No yeeting. I'm going to be doing my reflex saves.
But I thought I was doing eating. I thought that's
You're
what I
eating
was...
the rat,
Oh,
not me.
Okay, cool.
I've already
Make
done my
sure we're
job.
clear.
I've got one
Make
guy
sure we're clear.
pinned.
Brandon,
Yes.
I have a question with my modified armor. It's essentially the same armor as Jobron's. But with it being like a modified light suit, do I still get the abilities of the Stag Step suit?
I need to be reminded of what they are because I do not
Dimension door
remember.
once a day.
Yep, 100 feet.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sweet.
That is quite sweet.
If you would like to.
Well, once when all these guards are out of the way, I'm going to jump into the room with the computer.
I don't want to put it in an initiative thing because I feel like it's going to drag it out. So let me just ask what everyone's action is, and I'm going to kind of say it happens simultaneously.
I'm going to try and make this last as long as I can while on top of this guy, and just like acrobatics and reflex my way to make sure that he's kind of stuck in the ground. But it looks like I'm just trying to get up. I want to get him, but I'm drunk.
And I go to like make it look like I'm helping, but I'm actually like hindering even more.
Get at the one guard's face. Why are you letting this happen?
Just wanted to get in, and now this happened.
Look what you've done.
It's all your fault.
I'm going to like step in front of Snow and like extend my arms out as like playing the bodyguard type thing. Be like, oh no, gotta keep the boss safe. I'm a big dumb Vesk that only knows how to do dumb Vesk things.
I am a bear.
I'm assuming Joe Brown's going to toss the Havoc grenade again.
I mean, if it's on the table, then yes.
It is on the table, and we need
There
as
is
much
one more
chaos
guard
as
that needs to be
possible.
taken care
Another
of.
havoc grenade, and this time it's the other side.
Yeah.
28 again.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. So Havoc's being tossed in flight. I will play the rest of the actions accordingly.
can't tell if Brandon's really happy or really upset about this.
I didn't know how this was gonna play out, and I had a bunch of things like plotted for different ways you would attempt to go in. I had the fight thing plotted, but I didn't have lodging characters into.
That's always how it be, though.
The Metal Gear Solid way, and that failed. There's only one alternative: chaos.
I'm just laughing so hard at how it's going that I'm just like, yeah, let's just keep going.
Yeah, we tried
let's just
the
do
Metal Gear Solid way, we tried the hacking way. Now we're just gonna chug bitches until we get it.
Just chuck it. This is the logical road of conclusions.
The one guard's gonna try to get out of your grapple. So we'll start with that one. The one that's underneath of you.
Okay. And what do I need to check against him?
Oh!
Oh no!
Nat one on top of it.
Oh man! You know, it's just you can't wiggle. Can't wiggle out of this one.
So the one that's
I'm
underneath
kind of helping anyway, so.
the one that's
Was that
underneath
Brendan?
of you is just like I'm in so much pain. Who thought that was a good idea? And he's like trying to look at Joe Ron, but he has no way to see line of sight of Joe Ron. The other guy trying to help him out.
Going around his face.
Yeah. The other guy trying to help him out. He's like, no, he landed on my rib cage. I think it like caved inward or something.
Oh my god.
Literally playing off the wall.
Yeah, I thought we were not murdering guards, guys. What the hell?
I did not murder this man. The armor did.
The other one, seeing that he's just lodged in it, is like, I can't stand here and not do anything. So he's gonna make his attempt.
Wasn't Kalani trying to distract him?
Yeah, so we'll do Kalani's roll first. Give me, I guess,
She just said be right back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So maybe the other guard first?
Yeah. Let me see. This guard's also gonna come over and try to help. So I'll do the guard with the gloves on. This would be roll 1d20.
Can't thermal this ass.
Not a 1, but not high enough to help him out.
Plus, I would contest against it if I could.
No, it's. I don't feel like it's.
Yeah.
And at this point, I do the jump with the three of them distracted.
He has to play, or he's playing off the fact that the one guy isn't having any help in getting himself out. So I made it a harder DC for him.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a perfectly good time to make the jump.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna jump to right there. Oh,
I was gonna jump into the room, so 100-foot dimension door.
Okay. Does it get you right there?
It won't let me pass any further.
Okay.
It keeps blocking me at the door itself.
No, the board itself is blocking.
I got you.
But
Wow,
yeah, I should be here.
All right, so I originally, when I had this map made with the dynamic lighting, I had this as something unrevealed to you, so I made it so that way you wouldn't be able to see it. So now I have to delete it. That wall and the other secret doors. So let's do that now. Okay, you should be good to go. You should be able to move it through it.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, once I have the computer, I'm going to hack directly into it to basically have full control over the cameras and especially their feed. Turn off their recording, but leaving them completely in motion.
So let me do the one thing that'll happen before that, which involves me taking this guy off of the GM layer.
Oh!
He wasn't the only person in the room. And where Havoc was placed, it was just out of line of sight.
Shit.
Yeah. So you do there,
Dun, dun,
and
dun,
then
dun.
you just hear the words of, "There's an intruder inside." Do you
And
wish you would your computers roll, or are you gonna do something with the guard in the room with you?
gonna have to do something about the guard.
Shock.
Okay.
Can I use the power suit's strength to try to just render him unconscious?
Oh God.
So violent.
Hey, I mean, I did that to the guy who touched my ass. So
I was gonna say yes. I just wanted to make a comment on how violent. You're gonna disagree. You got
I
power.
wasn't saying that. I'm just saying we have done this before with the guy who touched my ass.
Holy shit! I just rolled a nat 20 as well.
Oh,
Oh no.
you knocked that bitch out.
Boom.
Guy goes to make a call out with his comm unit to go reach the others, and you immediately spot what's going on. Kind of put him in like a pretzel twist.
Yum. I mean,
Oh no.
Thank you.
In a way
So
that
salty.
he is not able to reach his comm unit. He's not able to reach any devices on his person. But his shrieks could be heard unless you have.
I mean, while I'm holding him, I could probably have Jubilee actually try to cover his mouth.
Use the armor on. It's like an Iron Man suit.
Okay. Fair. Follow up with a computer's check then.
That's a 19 plus 19.
Spicy.
You hack into the computers. Once you do, the first thing that you spot, or the first thing that you notice that you can do, is disable the cameras as a whole. Is that something you will choose to do?
I don't want to disable them as a whole because that would be a good indicator that something's wrong. I just wanted to cut their feed but leave them active otherwise. There was a second thing I wanted to do as well, and that would be to put out like an automated message of like there's a disruption at the front. All guards are needed to break up a riot.
Okay. As you do so, as you just go into the computers, go to put the message out. Let me see. Yeah, as you go to put the message out, you're successful. I don't want to say what the other thing is just yet. You were successful. The message is put out. It's going to take them some time, but you can kind of hear a conversation being held. Not going to have you roll for it, but the conversation sounds to be two individuals that doesn't sound too far. Like they're not that far away from you. I just put them onto the map. They are shown on the map to the north of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna otherwise try to make this guard go sleepy sleep and clear out the rest of the pathway for me to get through. And hopefully someone else is gonna be able to sneak in with all the chaos as well.
Ain't gonna be me. I'm just gonna keep like breakdancing on this guy and
I'm
like.
just throwing rats and shit. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be me.
He's getting real low, big guy.
Just breakdancing on this guy's.
So it's really
Deck.
going to be either a Toner or a Kalani to try to sneak in once when they have an opening.
Okay.
I mean, Jobron threw me. Could I reapply my invisibility and like remove the paint?
The sheer force of the projectile remove the paint.
You've been thrown around. You're basically like you're in like a washing machine, just spinning through
Oh
the
no,
air.
I figured since like I cast it again. Huh?
What's up?
I said I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Like, I figure that if I reapply the spell, I can, even with the paint on, I can still go invisible. But since it's now on my person, and then once I can cast invisibility, everything on my person goes invisible.
I will. I'll roll it this way. The first time that you was thrown by Jobron at full force, any like loose paint that was still on your person from the paint bucket colliding into you kind of like brushed off at this point. Any paint that would remain is like a stain on the clothes that you're wearing. Something that would, just take time away from the situation to get out. In the attempt of seeing Jobron's going to throw you again, you feel you could cast this spell. And since now the paint is a stain and part of the fabric of your clothes, you feel you will be successful. But that choice to do it or not still has to be your choice to make.
I'm gonna recast invisibility, and so I'm gonna burn that spell slot.
All right, Joe, send her in.
Okay, so Jobron gets a grip of your character, and you say like, "Wait." So that way, Jobron has you. Jobron's not trying to look for you with invisibility on. So once you were kind of like palmed in Jobron's hand, the spell is casted, and you are not seen.
Yeah.
Jobron, who has you palmed, cannot see you.
Yeah.
Let me see. 1, 2.
Also, Kalani was wanting to do the. I mean, we said Kalani was going to distract one of the guards, so we'll also get that roll. Or whatever.
Let's get a. It wouldn't be intimidation. Diplomacy.
Bluff?
Diplomacy or bluff?
My diplomacy would be higher, so.
Then do that.
All right, and I can also use my expertise on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Doink. Woohoo!
Nice.
Woo! Not too bad.
Okay. Which guard did you want to talk to? The one with the black symbol in the top right is directly prone under gunner. The one towards the right is the one that gave you a hard time about the ticket. The one behind him with the 3 dots is the one that had like the thermal like gloves that is now just joined to help get the first one out.
Save go for the one that already is on a bad case of you, because that's just going to make it much easier.
Yeah. The one that hates me as it is.
This green boy.
Yeah.
Get up in his face.
Um
And then the giant vest will come in.
He's his attention is set on getting his ally out from underneath of Gunner. You start to kind of berate's not the word, because you're not being mean per se, but you're bluffing.
Hey, I just wanted to talk about my ticket again. I think we got off the wrong page, but I want in. I paid good money.
Yeah, what do you say? Let's go with that.
Yeah, I'll make it towards like, I can help with this situation if you forget about.
I help you, you help me. I get backstage passes.
Yeah, I know. It's like I help you, you let me go ahead and go in and call the ticket good.
He's just like, now is just not the time for. Don't you see what's going on here?
He's doing backflips on my friend.
I can help with the situation if you give me some.
I could get out of your hair.
Yeah, I can help with the situation if you call the ticket good and let me in. As as recompense for helping. I can get this situation taken care of.
Although his character isn't facing in your his character isn't facing your character, you do know he has your attention. He gives a face as if he's considering it, but you can see he also is very worried for his ally with this fully armored person on top of them,
Just doing the
and
work.
them not making it easy for them to get up. And they're like, "Oh, like my rib cage just feels like it's dented inwards." He's worried about the safety of them. That he's paying attention to you and sees that as an option, but he still seems to be making an attempt to try to pry him out.
I'm like, come on, one word and I can have this all taken care of. Just say yes. Come on, I know you are worried about your friend
there,
here.
Toner.
We can get this taken care of. I can heal him up and whatnot. Come on. Just say yeah.
He's contemplating it. Before I take the action of what they're going to do, I'm going to see if a toner wants to do anything. I already know the Havoc grenade part 2 is coming. I just want to see the rest of the party what's going on. I already saw and all that.
You know, I have a feeling it's going to be a new game on the ship now. Pass the Havoc.
Pass the Havoc. Kick the Havoc. Don't kick the Havoc. Kick the Havoc.
I don't have nerves anymore. Kick me all you like.
I can't feel pain.
Like, I can get this big gigantic guy off of your friend and heal up your friend. Come on.
Doubt.
I can only feel pressure.
Come on. I'm trying to pressure him into just say yes.
Toner, what are you gonna do?
A toner, he's like still pantomiming bodyguarding Snow, even though he knows that Snow's no longer behind him.
No.
But he's just like, maybe if I like
Pretend.
try and like pretend that I'm like trying to protect her, that they won't notice that she's actually gone, while also trying to look for an opportunity to try and like run past them as soon as like they're out of this entryway.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep you on hold there. Is now when the Havoc grenades going off? Part 2.
Probably.
All right, Joe, give me a roll when you have a second.
Only a 13 this time, so that's a 25.
Still good enough.
Okay.
Kind of by like grenade rules because you're throwing them as if it's a grenade.
Yeah.
But it's more or less seeing if nat 1 or nat 20, and the result of that. So you're successful. Where did you want to throw it exactly? I guess is what I'm. Havoc is currently invisible.
Let's see, which one's still up?
Well, we're trying to get
Havoc is invisible, so you want to at the very minimum hit him here or here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
why
trying
don't
to
I
get
do
her into the tunnel.
Oh, okay. So I should probably take a running throw then. That way I can actually get there. So
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. And then measure tool.
From that close, just right up the fucking hallway.
Right up the hallway.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I can only throw like 30 feet.
Back
So
into the blue
this is about where I can go.
I mean, that's fine. Farther
Yeah.
the better.
So we're going right there.
Thrower.
Is that cool, Brandon?
Whee!
Yeah. Just one more time. I'm gonna move the piece right there.
Yeah.
All right.
And that'll leave the last 10 feet of my movement to come back here. Oh, wait, diagonal. There.
Get back here, you son bitch.
So you throw Havoc's body. You know where you want to throw Havoc, but due to Havoc being invisible, you're not sure that you.
Yeah, just chuck him.
You're exactly there. However, you hear the sound of like something thud against the wall.
Poor Havoc.
You're pretty accurate. Just from here, how far it went distance-wise, that Havoc is inside.
Oops.
Where inside is unknown to you, but Havoc is inside, and
Right.
that was the point of the throw.
All right, Havoc, move.
Where am I?
You're now in the tunnel.
Yep, you're in the tunnel just past the first camera.
I am hauling ass.
It's a good thing I went to essentially turn off the feed for the cameras.
Yeah, plus the guards are coming through. Or should be coming through.
Oh, I'm gonna hide in this little alcove right here.
Yeah, the same one.
Yeah. Because the
I'm gonna
guards
wait
will
for them to pass.
are going to start falling, probably, hopefully, falling to us as the alert has gone out.
Wait, is this a door?
Yep.
Yeah.
The door. Okay. Any turn since all the players went. First one's gonna try to pry himself out. We'll start just with that.
Nope.
Unsuccessful.
Nice.
One that is to the right of him that is having remarks said, saying, "Look, I could say one word, and your ally can be released. We could just put this behind us if you give me a ticket." He's going to take his action first, see if he can pry him out.
Nope.
And then he's going to kind of let go of the arm and say, "Look, why are you even here? Are you even here for the show at this point? Is this funny to all of you?" His attention's still on you. The third guard, seeing as they are unsuccessful and getting the body from underneath of Gunner, is going to try to just shove Gunner off. Did I hold the
Yeah, we heard you.
No, we heard you, yeah. I'm just waiting for the roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Are you rolling a physical dice? Because
What is your fortitude DC?
My fortitude? It's 8.
What is your KC?
My KAC is 30.
Yeah, I can't do that. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll count it as like armor with like a bit of the fortitude, but
Nah.
No.
I'm stuck on this boy.
I will make the attempt and hope that the roll 20 gods are on my. They're not.
oh,
Now,
You go down.
Joel,
Oh shit!
he comes down
oh my god!
with a nat 1. He tries to get me, and I like judo throw him down with me.
He's now underneath Gunner as well.
Oh no!
Talk about a dog pile.
What happens is the one goes to shove Gunner, and Gunner sees this as an opportunity. He's seeing the movement come as almost in slow motion. Gunner kind of like rolls one way. The guy pushes, but just enough for the shove and trips forward, and Gunner rolls over now both of them. With that being said, the third
This
guard
is
is
magical.
It's just getting worse, dude. Come on.
the third guard is now reconsidering options, but he's already taken his turn in that attempt in the round. So that's going to be the guards that's closest to you. There's this one that's in the hallway, which I'm going to play now. He's going to actually go into the room. And these other two are going to follow behind, but they're going to try to head to the scene of the crime.
Fucking hell.
That's 30 for him.
Goddamn rent-a-cops.
That's 30 for him. This guy is going to open the door and spot Snow. And seeing that the other one has bits of Jubilee kind of keeping him in almost like a hostage situation where he's not able to move, he's not able to speak, and he says, we got intruders, and he pulls out his, I forgot what item he has. He pulls out a weapon and says, "Look, you can leave with me. and we put this behind us, or I can call for the backup to into this room.
We are the backup.
You'll never take me alive.
Kappa.
Make it choice.
I am the backup. What are you talking about?
She releases the guard.
Okay.
And then hits the lights. Batman.
Did I find anything else in the computer?
Actually, I will point this out to you. Another thing in the computer that you notice, GM, is that there was another kind of trap that's built into the walls, actually right here. And it is a metal detector that's built into the walls. It's not something you would spot unless you was looking for it. If you were to walk by it with any type of metal items, it would have pinged like an alarm.
Where was
into
it?
the whole... Right there.
So,
All right.
you may actually have to go right and.
Other than that, just you didn't get anything more with that computer.
Wait, where are the metal detectors?
That Yep, that right there.
Yeah, I'm
Walking through.
before they end up leading me out, I'm also going to do a quick change password.
Mean. Okay. You already hacked into the system. I will not make that another roll.
I mean, Snow absolutely loves doing this to people. Change the password.
That'll be that. I'm gonna cut to the rest of the party. The guard looks like he wants to possibly come to an agreement with you, but it is now your turn in initiative. So
I basically just like, look, now there's two of your guys under, just, I basically tell them, like, look, we're here, mainly we need to get, I basically tell them, like, look, we need to get the signatures from these guys as a payment for something, as a payment that we need for something. Just let us get the signatures from them and we can call this all good. And we'll be done. We can call it good on both sides. We just need signatures from these guys as a payment.
The one that's in front of you, I'm gonna go, I guess, out of initiative turn order, out of like players on one turn and enemies on another turn. I'm gonna cut that right here, and he's going to respond back like, you realize that every guard member that you're hurting is very close to Ani and Yumi up there. That we all come from a Dari. We're all united to make this a smooth ride for Idari. If she spots that these guards are hurt because of your actions, they may not even want to sign they may not even want to give you their signature. And even so, you got to catch that Yumi girl on a good day. Usually she's relentless. She does not like the media like that. And I'm getting that vibe from all of you.
We're not related to media or anything. It's just, there's this guy, he's a priest. He has 2 kids, and because he helped a friend, he was unable to make it to this concert, and so he's asking us to get the signatures from these people.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm not gonna say, who the friend is, but I'm just gonna say, hey,
As I'm just doing worm on these 2 people.
Why we're here, this is what's going on. Can we just Can you help us? If you help us out, we can help you out, and I can heal up your guards, and we can call it good.
How do I know you mean what you say?
Permission to
If you-
interrupt all this.
What?
When the guard like says his whole thing about like you guys hurt us and we're all friends with them, so you're kind of screwing over your chances. A toner gets an idea and he just sort of like taps the guy on the shoulder and he gives him a thumbs up and like grunt and like, "Brr." And then he goes to pick up Kalani and chuck her. Be like, I'll try and get on these guys' good side by quote unquote taking care of everyone else.
Yeah, I'm the one that can heal their injury.
Damn, he's cold.
I'm like, don't. I can heal you. I can heal these guys. And I'm like, okay.
Are you still gonna attempt to?
I'm going to go ahead and do a heal on the guy that's been under the longest. So I'm not doing a minor heal on him.
Toner, are you still gonna attempt the grapple?
No, Toner, please no.
Don't. Come on,
just-
Atoner.
We were just talking.
Be a good boy. Be a good guy.
This would depend on what the guard's reaction is.
And I actually start going through the mystic cure, the minor mystic cure spell to cure the one guy underneath, the guy that was under the longest.
Okay.
As a sign of good faith. I say it's like, okay, as a sign of the good faith, blah blah blah, and heal the guy.
As you cast the healing, he's gonna follow up by saying, "Okay, I see you're able to heal his wounds. However, this fully armored person is still on top of him. What is the one
I
word
can
you
ask
will
him
say?
to get. I can ask him to get off.
I'm gonna use my comm unit. Signature equals getting off.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Just like help us get the signatures, and as I said, everything turns out fine for all of the parties involved.
Out of character. Refusal equals death roll like an alligator.
Oh my gosh.
Out of character.
Also, out of character, I just thought, what if the guy you got the assessment from still had his ticket?
You might have. It's too late now.
I know. That's what I was going. Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, that would have been. Oh, that would
I
have
say
been the smart
you
thing
helped me
to
realize
do.
something I didn't do, and I realized something for you, not having body heat. It's exchange.
But mine, you actually did something good. But I was just an asshole. Who was just like, well, in hindsight, you could have done this.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was just thinking is like, and with a toner, like, as far as they know, they don't know that he's with you guys. As far as they know, he's with that Starfinder lady that mysteriously disappeared
and
went
is
off
now
for a
going to
walk.
be let out with a whole bunch of soldiers.
Which I don't know that yet. But I was thinking like maybe a toner could try and like befriend the guards.
Scouts
And
on.
a max cure on that guard too.
Okay, I'm gonna move Snow and the two guards to the hallway. So quick second.
Like if I walked over to Gunner, like tried to pull him off, would Gunner let me?
I'd certainly contest it until I got what I needed to not be in debt.
The So after curing, he says, "Yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but he said his like rib cage is dented inwards too, and unless he's going to willingly get up, he's crushing my friend, and that unsettles me."
I just put out my pinky, like, pinky promise. Come on. Pull me off. I need a promise.
He looks at it, but doesn't look to want to commit to it. The other guards at this point in time are also escorting Snow back to the party where everyone is. And they said, "Oh, and this one tried to sneak in. It looked like."
Wait, they're all past us? Woohoo!
Well, those two guards are still the two others in the further hallway. I mean, Snow is actually going to be texting you the details of what she knows is inside and the security measures so far.
And he says, "You know what? I will compromise if you can get him off of my friend. We don't need to have any violence here. This is supposed to be a concert. It's supposed to be a good time for everybody. We didn't we
Alright, Gunner.
not resolve in any violence of any way, shape, or form here, as you can see." And as I say, as you can see, you see that they are looking around. Shortly followed with, where is blue painted rat?
That's me!
Danger! I put my con roll unit and look at the guy. Do I have your word?
You say that through the comm unit?
Through the typing it in. Do I have your word?
He's gonna look over. He's like, if you get up, you have my word.
And I immediately get up and I help up the R2. I also slipped them 1,000 credits each. It's like for your time.
So they
Thank
look
you for
over.
letting me crush your ribs.
They look over towards Kalani and they say, "Look, without an actual ticket, we're not supposed to let any bystand without an actual ticket or backstage pass or without a golden ticket. You're not allowed to be back here. However, if this is supposed to go to a good cause for a doctor to get a signature for his daughter and son, we will allow just one of you to go up." Now he looks directly at you and he says, "But you need to choose who it is."
Who does he look at?
Kalani.
Kalani.
It was like
Question
he
is-
looks at you and it's like, who?
Sorry. That was like a direct conversation of Kalani after Gunner got up and gave the credits. The one that was initiating the conversation continued with Kalani.
Now the question is, do we send someone who can actually speak, or do we send me, who's actually the person who needs this?
I suppose since you hinge on it, you should choose.
That comes down to, I can be genuine, and it might work, or it might come down to a roll, and I have nothing in charms.
Well, then I guess you know your answer.
We could send Jobron just for the heck of it.
Just send the giant.
Out of character, we look at this 5-foot wide hallway. We're just like,
Guys, I don't think I can.
If he army crawls, we might be able to get him in. Well, also, I could just message through the comm units if I need to.
Well, it's after 10 now, so
It's true. Should
Do
we?
we want to leave it here with the choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And we can determine
What's the
next
best
month.
option?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
In that